Have you ever said to yourself, I can't draw? Because I know I have. Drawing is really hard when you want to draw something exactly and perfectly. But today, I'm going to teach you how to draw a building in 5 minutes. Let's get started. The way that I'm going to be teaching you how to draw a building today is through perspective drawings. That might sound a little complicated, but this is how it works. You're a person standing on the street, looking up at the building. That's it. The method seems a little bit more complicated, but it'll make a little bit more sense later. I've taken 4 years of studio art and my major is architecture, so I've had to draw quite a few of these before. Drawing is an essential skill for everyone to communicate their ideas. So let's get started. First, we're going to draw our points, then we're going to draw our lines, and then we'll be adding details. To begin drawing a building, we're first going to place our perspective points. These are going to be 2 points that are level to the ground. So we'll place 1 point here and another point over here. Now, make sure to use a straight edge to draw this because you want it to be straight and you don't want your building to look sloppy. Let's draw a line. Line it up and draw a nice line across. You can use whatever straight edge you have. It can be the end of a book, a note card, or a ruler like me. Once you've connected the dots, we can move on to step 2. Following our point placement, now we're going to move on to drawing our lines. This creates the structure of our building. Something to remember is that a building is comprised of 5 lines using this method. 3 vertical lines, and then we have our 2 perspective lines that meet to create a corner. So let's begin with the first step, the triangle. You can create a triangle of any shape, and the sides of the triangle can be any length. So we'll go ahead and make a big one here, and then a shorter one here, making sure to use our straight edge. Okay, now that we've created the triangle, let's go ahead and add our vertical lines. We have our perspective lines done, so 3 vertical lines to go. 1 vertical line meets at this point here, and then 1 on the left, and then 1 on the right. That completes the structure of our buildings. Let's move on to the next step. Finally, we're going to add some details to our building to make it pop. First, we'll start with the essential components of a building, windows and doors. Let's start with doors. We'll create 2 vertical lines for a door, and then 1 perspective line. So we'll match up our ruler or our straight edge with our perspective point, and then connect our 2 vertical lines, just like that. That's a door, and now let's do a window. A window is comprised of 2 vertical lines and 2 connecting perspective lines. So go to your dot, connect your lines with another line, and then make sure you're still on your dot. 2 more vertical lines. Great, now we've made a window. You can add one of those there if you want to. And our second part is to erase the excess. The last part of the final step is erasing the excess lines. At this point, we can go ahead and erase the perspective points there and there, and we'll erase all of the parts of the triangle that aren't associated with our building. There's 1 line, and there's the other line. Now we have a completed building. This wraps up the creation of our building. Most people think drawing is hard, but after following this tutorial, you can easily whip up a 2-point perspective building drawing. In the future, to remember how to draw this building, remember 3 steps: points, lines, and details. PLD. Thank you.